Taurus, it's Kay with Good Karma Tarot. This is going to be your December 2020 monthly reading. So let's go ahead and get right into it. Your overall energy, we have the Magician and also the Four of Cups. So it's kind of like you're in this space of despondency. Some of you might even be regretting something that you did in the past. So I see you really contemplating the past and looking back, and again, there's just this, I'm hearing remorse. There might be remorse about something like a mistake or something that you made in the past, or even something that you lost. It's kind of an energy of crying over spilled milk. This is something that's really upsetting to you. I do feel that for some of you guys, you are trying to manifest someone back from your past. You're kind of just sitting in this space of boredom, I'm feeling, and you're remembering the good times that you had with somebody. Your past influences, we have the Ten of Wands and then also the Queen of Wands. So I feel like in the past, you decided to move on from a situation. You could have made the decision to leave something behind and walk away from something, kind of like you just packed up your bags and left. Because maybe things felt really heavy at this point in time and you felt like you were making the right decision for you. But it's kind of like you're looking back and you're realizing how much this person actually meant to you and how much happiness you shared with somebody else. And if this isn't somebody else, this can be a career. You looking back and remembering how much you enjoyed this career, or whatever it is that you had to move away from. So I feel like this is feeling really heavy to you. You kind of feel stuck right now, not really knowing what to do. And in your blockages and obstacles, you have the Tower and then also the Eight of Swords. So with the Tower, it's kind of like you're going through this transformation right now with all the butterflies. And it feels really intense. I feel like a lot of you are feeling so much fear coming to the surface. And I'm also hearing self-doubt. You might be overwhelmed with self-doubt. So there could have been something that really shook your world up and really caused you to rethink things. So basically, it's like your obstacle is overcoming this fear and whatever it is that's haunting you, because honestly it's kind of like there's something from your past that's haunting you. Like, it's just in your present energy, even though it's done and over with. It's like a specific belief that you have, or something that's holding you back from going after what you really want. It's like completely, it has you tied up, like you're unable to move. You feel stuck. So your obstacle is overcoming this Tower moment and pulling yourself through this. It's kind of like you don't really want to look at it, though. It's like there's an energy of avoidance. And I feel like I was saying this for another sign. I don't remember who. You might even have Scorpio or Gemini in your chart. Aries, Leo, or Aquarius. I haven't really been reading the signs, but I felt like somebody needed to hear that. So it feels like an uphill battle for you currently. And you're really struggling getting to the top of this mountain, whatever this is for you. So then we have the Sun, though, and then the Emperor. So the Sun is kind of like an energy of, it's one of the happiest cards in the deck. I mean, it's the Sun. It's full of positivity, especially when it's upright. So I feel like this is what comes after this Tower moment, is a sense of liberation, kind of like breaking the chains that are on your wrist, I really feel like you're trying to find a sense of freedom, and you're really struggling with this. You're trying to gain control over a situation. So maybe there were some emotions that you were denying, or some things that you were avoiding that you didn't really want to look at. So the universe is kind of like bringing this Tower moment in for you, because there's a need to confront whatever this is, because it's really weighing heavily on your heart. And it seems that you're really overthinking all of this. And it feels like it has a lot to do with your past decisions. So then we have the Ten of Cups and then the Star. So it's kind of like whatever it is you're thinking about, whatever you walked away from, it's kind of like you're coming into this realization that it was a wish fulfillment for you. Or this is just you wanting to be free from this situation, wanting to find happiness within yourself, reaching that place of emotional fulfillment. Some of you might even be thinking about starting a family, or how you want that commitment in your life. You want a family, someone to build with. But for others of you, I feel like this really has to just do with your own internal happiness. Maybe you're just realizing that you're not happy with where you are, and so it's kind of like you're searching for the answers. So it's like you're standing at a crossroads right now, and you're feeling like you can't really make a decision. And I feel like this month it's really about you finding balance within yourself, and giving yourself the space to confront whatever this is from your past, because everything happens for a reason. You know, you did the best that you could with the knowledge that you had at the time. And I feel strongly that you were doing the right thing for you at that time by walking away from whoever this was. It's almost kind of like it was meant to happen. Just like now you're meant to look back and learn something from this. There seems to be a lesson here for you to learn. You may be even strategically planning your moves to go back to somebody, or to even start up a conversation with somebody, because I see you really overthinking that. And then the Emperor being here, it's like strategic planning. So it really feels like you're planning to try and get somebody back, because this really feels like a strong soulmate connection. But it's almost like you were resisting whoever, whatever this was, for a long period of time, especially like with the 10 here. So it could have even been 10 plus years for some of you. For others, it could have just been like 10 days, 10 months. Something about the number 10 is significant here. So it's kind of like you were resisting this. Maybe because it was such a strong connection, or maybe something happened in the past it was just like a really difficult situation to be in. It was a really heavy situation to be with. So it looks like you chose to walk away because that was the best thing you could have done for yourself at that time. But it seems like now you're being just so hard on yourself for the decision that you made. So maybe with the Ten of Wands and the Tower being here, maybe things ended abruptly. And this could have brought a lot of destruction in for either you or the person that you were dealing with. It's almost like someone made this decision to just leave and walk out. And you did. And it's kind of like you were moving towards something else or someone else that you felt you could be happier with or have this sense of freedom with. But it's kind of like you ended up moving towards somebody that, I'm hearing, controls. So there could have been someone that okay, I'm getting it. So it's kind of like you left somebody for somebody else, but the person you left the other person for ended up being like really controlling and really, really took your freedom, your sense of freedom. And although you thought this person was your happiness, it's kind of like you're in this place now where you're kind of like going through this reality check, and you're looking back at your past relationship and you're realizing that's where you're really happy. It's kind of this energy of somebody feeling like home, but it was like such a strong connection that you didn't really know what to do with it at the time, or maybe you just weren't ready for it. Maybe you just weren't ready to fully commit, and now it's like you're in a different space where you are ready for that commitment and you're wanting to start a family and all of these things. That's what you're wishing and hoping for. But the only person you can imagine doing that with is this person from your past. But again, it's just like this energy. Something happened. I don't really know. It's going to be different for all of you, but something happened. and it caused a lot of destruction. So it's kind of like you're being really hard on yourself for the way that things ended, because it's like, how do we rebuild after that? How do we fix what's broken? But it's also like you've never really been able to get this person off your mind, and you're realizing this. So it feels like there's a lot of distance between you and this person. This could be a twin flame connection. Now that thinking about it, it's either really strong soulmate connection, or it really feels more like a twin flame connection. I feel like it was love at first sight with you and this person, but maybe you guys were just too young to even realize what this was, or maybe one of you did realize and then the other didn't. Regardless, this is a really strong connection. So maybe you're afraid of rejection, or you're afraid that you can't fix whatever was broken in this connection. But there is potential for growth. Like, I do feel there's definitely a potential for growth, and there's potential to get your wish fulfillment. But the problem is, it's kind of like you're just stuck, though. There's like no action being taken. You're kind of just letting the years pass by. Yeah. So if this resonates for you, honestly, I would just reach out to the person. Be honest about what you're thinking and what you're feeling, because keeping it to yourself is only hurting you. It almost feels like your communication's stifled, like you really don't know what to say, but something needs to be said before it's too late. I do feel like this person thinks of you too, though. This person definitely thinks about you. I mean, for a connection like this, it would be impossible for the two of you not to think of each other. You know, you just have that strong of a connection. So yeah, just reach out, be honest. I keep hearing be honest. I really feel like a conversation needs to be had to clear the air at least, and to bring closure for the both of you. Because I feel like both of you are seeking closure. Because this feels like it was a really difficult and painful situation for both of you. This person's definitely thinking of you too. Okay, Taurus, that's everything I have for you. If this reading resonated for you, please like, share, and subscribe. It really helps out my channel, and I greatly appreciate it. You guys have an amazing month, and I hope that you end up taking action, because yeah, you deserve to be happy. And there's a strong connection with somebody that you really love. So at least try. Alright, have a great month, guys, and Merry Christmas.